Hello and welcome to our channel and our Vizag tour vlog. Today we are gonna be boarding the Vande Bharat Express to Vizag, and I will give you a little tour of the train inside. And now after we enter the train, we can see an automatic door in front of us. And it's actually quite slow and a bit unresponsive, but it's actually good. And there was nothing much to show you guys inside the train. So next, after we reached Vizag, we were on our way to our hotel room. And the next day we were on our way to Araku. We were going to Araku via train, and also the route to Araku was pretty beautiful with amazing sceneries and stuff. Here on our way to Araku, we actually encountered a tunnel. You might actually hear the people's voice in the train screaming a lot inside the tunnel, right? And after reaching Araku, the first place which we were going to visit was the Bora Caves. They are actually naturally generated big caves which were generated because of continuous gushing of water through the rock. So now we were actually going down to the caves. The caves were actually pretty impressive and big. And this is the entrance to the cave. It's actually pretty big, right? And also you might have seen those random lights everywhere in the cave. Those were actually put for fancy purpose and all. I don't know why. So this cave is actually pretty deep inside as we go on through. And also there was a like a mini temple there, but we weren't allowed to film there. I don't know why. So I couldn't film that. And see, the cave goes even deeper. This cave was about 500 to 600 steps down, so it was a pain while we were all going up. We had tears in our eyes, literally. And after coming out from the caves, I found these monkeys outside which were drinking some limca. I found it funny, so I wanted to share with you guys. Next up, we were at the waterfalls at Araku. These were called Tatiguda waterfalls, I guess. It was 100 steps down. We had to go down 100 steps, and these waterfalls are actually pretty beautiful. And this was one of the viewpoints at that waterfall. The view from there was pretty amazing, right? See the water, you can see the waterfalls, the dense forest, big mountains, and all. Next up, we went to a coffee plantation at Tarku. The trees there were pretty big, and they were actually selling the natural coffee here, which they, you know, extracted from here. Here, my camera's battery actually died, so I actually filmed from my mom's phone. I'm sorry if the video was not much clear. Yeah, I actually filmed a part of the video from my mom's phone. So this was another viewpoint at Araku, which is actually pretty nice too. And also, I noticed one thing, and now you can see the landscape there is in kind of a shape of a trident, right? I don't know if you guys are able to notice, but I am. Next up, we went to the travel museum. The line here for the tickets was actually kind of big, and after we entered there, rain started pouring down on us. I don't know why. It felt angry on us again, I guess. And then we had to find some shelter and wait for some time and wait. And after waiting for a while, the rain to stop pouring down, we entered the museum. This was the tribal museum, and these are all the things which those tribes used to do. I cannot explain it much, but I'll show you everything. after seeing those, we entered into the Adivasi Devalayam, which was believed that this is the temple of the tribes which used to live many hundreds of years ago. And after seeing that, we exited the Adivasi Devalayam and the museum. It was actually pretty nice and fun there. Just before exiting, I actually found this place which was supposed to be the tribals' home in the olden days. It was actually pretty good. I did not expect this much. Next, in the museum itself, we went to a place where they were performing some tribal based dance. It was actually kind of fun. And after this place, we entered the coffee museum. This is the fifth place of this video. Here, they showed the ways how they actually prepared coffee in the olden days, which was actually pretty interesting. So this is actually the chemical formula of coffee, I believe. These are some stuff there, and this is the machine of the coffee maker, whole machine. The whole museum was pretty big actually, so I guess I won't show you the entire museum because you guys might feel bored a lot. Next, we are going to a place called Kailashgiri on a ropeway. So after an hour of waiting in the line, we finally entered into the ropeway, and it was my first time going in a ropeway. So actually, I was pretty thrilled and excited. And from this ropeway, the view of the city was pretty amazing. I actually felt like it was a Legoland or something. And this was like a mini train going all around the Kailashgiri. So I don't know the ticket price. My father actually paid for it. So it was actually kind of good. And we're also going on the road, I guess. So next up, we were at the Submarine Museum in Vizag. So we're actually back to Vizag. So here, this submarine was actually a real submarine which went to some missions in the ocean. So they just displayed it here like a museum. And also, I couldn't film this part so good because I actually lost my spectacles in the beach this day. So I wasn't able to see clearly that much. So I tried to film my best. And this was the captain's cabin, I guess, and some random complex machinery everywhere. If you guys want to read that thing, pause the video. I just don't care. And this was a place where the submarine's crew members actually slept, I guess. And here, this is all the complex machinery. I don't know what they all are. If you study mechanical engineering, you might have known all of these. And then after some time, we came out of the submarine. It was actually pretty nice. There were some many complex machineries in there. And next, we are going to the aircraft museum. And this is the aircraft museum, as I mentioned before. this was the entrance to enter the museum from here. So this was a miniature model of some aircraft, I guess. I don't know. Or else I guess it's the museum. I don't know. And now we were actually entering into the actual museum finally. And then first we saw this bronze statue of Andrei Tupolev, an aircraft fighter, I guess. And this is the pilot station. This is the place from where the pilot used to control the jet. Not from here, from inside the plane. And I guess these are some missiles or something. Actually, cannot read what's written on that because I actually told you I lost my spectacles in the beach today. So please manage with that. I'll just fill and you guys can pause the video and read the matter if you want. So this is apparently a five-man life raft. They used it in the fighter jet for some emergency purposes, and this is a parachute and some safety things and all. This is a survival kit which they used in the fighter jet, and I don't know what's this. This is some spare tires, and that's another missile, and this is another missile, APR-2E missile. Wow, the missile is actually pretty huge. What if it explodes? And here they're showing how holography actually works. They're not showing anything, just the model of it. And this is the awards and honors zone where they mention some specific people who had done some good deeds for our country. This is INS Rajali something. And that's a sword up there. And there are some medals down there, which are actually pretty big. And these are some honors given by some ministers to someone. And this is an optical illusion. It looks like it's a room, right? But no, it's not. When you go near, you'll understand that it's just that thing popping out, creating that illusion. We were now on our way to the actual aircraft. Just like the submarine museum, there are also a real replica of the aircraft. Not a replica actually, the real aircraft, which they turned into a museum, which we are gonna see in a while. And now we are about to enter the fighter jet. It's called N312. This is the entry. And again, the same complex machinery inside everywhere. And I'm sorry that I can't read it and tell it to you because I've already told that I lost my specs. So you might read it yourself. And also the sign of no photography and no video allowed inside. actually took a ticket for that, so don't worry. I'm not breaking any laws.